We begin with new details in the deadly blast at that furniture store in Wayne. 2 victims have been identified, and families forced to evacuate are now allowed to return home. The owner of the Frank's Furniture Store in Wayne is at the U of M hospital in serious condition.
The natural gas explosion killed 2 of his workers and injured 2 other people. Let's go live now to Wayne. Action News reporter Michael Rosenfield has the latest on the investigation. Michael?
Joanne, Consumers Energy says this investigation could take weeks. In the meantime, we have learned this morning that investigators have found some damage to a 2-inch gas line, but they're not sure if that caused the blast in the first place or as a result of the explosion. Still lots of questions this afternoon about the blast that leveled the Frank's Furniture Store in Wayne Wednesday morning. 2 store employees were pulled from the debris last night. 64-year-old salesman James Zell found in the middle of the store near the reception area, and 54-year-old clerical worker Leslie Macniak located near the front door. Investigators say there's likely no way they could have survived the crashing concrete roof.
We were dealing with concrete trusses that fell, so the weight and the time consuming took extra time in that case for that because of the weight and the removal.
Injured in the blast, the owner of the store, 64-year-old Paul Franks. He was conscious when rescuers arrived and was able to tell them that 2 of his employees were inside. But it was a painstaking process to find them, with so much debris putting rescuers themselves in jeopardy. Zell would be found around 7 p.m. and Macniak around 10:45 last night. Another man, 32-year-old Matthew Newport, was injured as he was driving on Wayne Road next to the furniture store when the explosion took place. Several businesses were damaged and Wayne Road has been shut down with so much debris and a major investigation taking place.
Last night we kept units at the site. We had officers monitoring, making sure that nobody went near the site. We made sure that all the businesses were boarded up and monitored, which occurred in the evening and into the late hours. All of them were boarded up that had broken glass and secured.
9 families were not allowed to return to their homes last night. They were put up in local hotels, but at this point officials are saying they can return to their houses. What they need to do, though, first is to check in at the fire department on Wayne Road, and from there a firefighter or investigator from Consumers Energy will walk them to their house and make sure everything is safe. We're live in Wayne. Michael Rosenfield, Channel 7 Action News.
Michael, I know temporary repairs, Consumers Energy is reporting, have been made. What do we know about the timing for permanent repairs to be done?
Yeah, the first thing they had to do is take care of these temporary repairs, make sure all the debris is cleaned up. But again, it could take weeks before all the repairs are permanently done, and also weeks until they really know what caused the explosion in the first place. At this point, the main goal is to get Wayne Road back open. There is so much debris all over the place. They want to make sure investigators can start doing their investigation, and they want to make sure business owners can reopen their businesses because many of them were affected by all this.
We sure were. Michael Rosenfield reporting from Wayne. Thank you very much. Alicia?
Businesses affected by the blast are trying to get back on their feet as cleanup crews move in on that explosion site. Our Team 7 coverage continues with Action News reporter Kimberly Craig. She joins us live from Wayne with the latest. Kim?
Yes, Alicia, it's unclear exactly right now when businesses that are actually on the same block as the blast will be able to reopen. Take a look behind me here. We can tell you that the True Value that's located just across the street from Frank's Furniture, I should say what was Frank's Furniture, is open, and so is the Marathon gas station. Unfortunately, some business owners on the same block as Frank's Furniture say when they can reopen is anyone's guess.
Basically, the fire and police people have told us that the hazardous people are going to come through, check for asbestos. They're going to have Consumers Energy and the electric people come through, check to see what kind of damages, and then they're going to have structural engineers come in, take a look at stuff, and then we'll get the green light for our people to come in, do repairs, and hopefully be back in business as soon as possible.
After Wednesday's explosion, Dr. Dan's chiropractic business is temporarily closed. He and a number of other business owners whose stores share the same block as what was Frank's Furniture are being given a few minutes inside their locations this morning to secure things, but they still don't know when they'll be able to reopen because of potential structural issues.
This structure right here, when we installed it, we thought it would never come down.
They have not had anything about reopening. They are going to allow us 15 minutes to secure our safes and some other stuff. That's it.
As As far as cleanup goes, the first priority is to clear Wayne Road of all furniture, rubble, and other debris. The goal is to get Wayne Road open as soon as possible. Then we're told much of the actual blast site will remain as it looks right now because it will serve as evidence in the investigation by Consumers Energy, Wayne Police and Fire Departments, and the Downriver Task Force. We're told it's an investigation that could take weeks. And we are also learning more about what may have happened just before the blast. Dr. Dan talked to someone in another business on the same block who apparently saw Paul Franks and his 2 employees going into the furniture store right before the blast.
He said he walked in, they walked in, and then boom. So he figured the light switch, they flipped on the light switch and it set off whatever.
And Wayne Road between Glenwood and Chestnut is closed right now. I'm told as soon as the EPA actually does some testing for asbestos in the area here, the roadway can begin to be cleared. Now, we just want to also reiterate that only right now the businesses that are on the same block as Frank's Furniture, only they don't know when they're going to reopen, if they're going to even be able to reopen. Some of them may not be able to come back open again, but the area businesses, the ones that are actually surrounding Frank's Furniture, surrounding the block that it's on, we're told that they are either open or should be open very soon. Reporting live in Wayne, Kimberly Craig, Channel 7 Action News. Back to you.
Such a very tough situation for so many people. Thank you very much, Kim.
For more now on the investigation into the explosion, we are joined by Deborah Dodd from Consumers Energy.
And Deborah, thank you for joining us this noon. I know it's early in the investigation, but can we call this a natural gas explosion?
Not at this time. I mean, certainly there are some characteristics associated with natural gas, but until we can do our complete investigation, we really won't know what happened.
Deborah, I understand from the press conference this morning that you were looking into 2 calls yesterday morning, one at 6 a.m., one at 8 a.m., both on Chestnut. I understand that you said you were in the process of investigating that second call when the explosion happened. What had you found, if anything, about the first call that you received about 6 a.m. on Chestnut?
The first call, our employee responded and did not find any presence of gas. The second call, our employee had responded, had gone through his normal leak process protocol, didn't find any leaks, but did smell some gas in the air and requested a gas sniffer truck, which is a specialized truck that can search out natural gas in the air. Had requested that, but before that truck could even arrive, the explosion occurred.
Now, I understand Consumers Energy crews have made temporary repairs.
Yes, we made temporary repairs to make the emergency safe. We are going to be going back in to make permanent repairs to that main.
You know, Deborah, I think when something like this happens, it just scares everybody to think, you know, could this happen to me? If you ever do smell natural gas, what is the best advice?
The best advice is to call us immediately at 1-800-477-5050. Natural gas investigation, leak possibilities are our top priority. We respond 24/7 to those. And if you don't feel comfortable, as the fire chief said this morning, evacuate your home or business, get to a safe area, make that call. You can also call your local fire department.
All right, Deborah Dodd from Consumers Energy, thank you so much and good luck to all your crews working out there today to get that permanent fix done.
Thank you very much.